Yo people, what is going on? So back with another video, and guess what I'm doing today? I'm deadlifting once again. So yeah, the usual routine: wake up, meal one. Actually, a little update on me is that I'm going to be going to maintenance calories for 4 weeks. Appetite kind of kicked up there about a week ago. I actually got sick after one of my meals, so I've been pushing up for about 21 weeks, 22. I've gained, I think, 20 pounds, 9 kilos ish. So the plan for the next 4 weeks will be maintenance calories, so maintain my weight, because I have 2 weeks of mocks or pre's, so 2 weeks of exams where I'll be doing a deload, so I won't even be training. So I'll run you through my meal plan for those of you who are interested. So meal one will be 4 whole eggs and 1 bagel. That'll be meal one, pretty basic. Meal two would be 125 grams of chicken breast, 100 grams of rice, 70 grams of avocado, and 1 Rice Krispie Squares bar. Meal three then, this is probably what I'll have as a pre-workout meal. I won't be doing rest day and training day meals. It'll all be just the same meal plan for the next 4 weeks. So it's 125 grams of lean beef mince, so 5% mince is what I usually opt for. 100 grams of pasta, so that was 140 grams pasta, and now it's 100 grams, so that'll be a lot easier to eat. And then meal four will be 200 grams of steak, fillet steak, and then 100 grams of jasmine rice. So that's meal four, and then the final meal of the day, before I go to bed, will be, what's going on with my voice? Nice. So the final meal of the day will be 40 grams of whey, 100 grams of oats, 200 grams of blueberries, 90 grams of banana, and 35 grams of almond butter. And that is my non-training day meals, or well, maintenance meals for the next 4 weeks. So the way I'll run things is I'll probably just have the chicken and rice meal before I go to the gym, and the pasta meal after. Just because I feel very energized after those meals, and it's pretty much as simple as that. Right, 2 minutes 30 seconds, that's a lot of waffling. So I'm gonna get to the gym. We're gonna deadlift. I hope to pull 155 or 56 kilos. I don't know, 4 plates, 4 blue plates, which weigh 45 pounds each, and a black plate each side. So that would be 5 kilos up from the last session. So fingers crossed I'll get it for 5+ reps. I'll let you know the song I'm playing when I get there, but it's an interesting one.
Yo boys, what's going on? So back on another voiceover. I apologise for sounding half dead because I did have a pretty bad sleep last night. But yeah, anyways, in for legs with the Beetle, Jack Barry. So starting off on adductors as per usual. So just running 3 straight sets here. At the moment, the way I'm running things is I have 4 weeks now until the end of my mocks or exams, whatever. So for 2 weeks I'm going to be doing just normal volume. And then for the 2 weeks before the mocks, I think it's 11 days, I won't be in the gym. So I'm going to see how the body reacts to that. I felt like buzzing going into this session. I felt good. You know, I knew what I wanted to deadlift. I knew what I wanted to do on every machine. So I kind of had that in mind. And yeah, I suppose I did it. So I believe I was running 65 kilos for, I think, 12 reps on this set. So I think I ran 12, 13 and 13. So that was a big PB for me. As much as I don't want to be chasing weight on this machine, I'd rather have form nailed. It is good to obviously be moving up in weight. So like I said, feet at the end of the cuffs just to limit glute activation and keep all the tension in the adductors. And I've noticed massive growth in my legs since training adductors. Like I was actually saying this to Ryan Arkle. I didn't even know what adductors were, I think 5 months ago. And now they're probably like one of my most improved body parts, which is mad. So into see leg curls. Here's Jack getting a bit annoyed because he couldn't keep up with me on legs. But look, you'll get there eventually. So going into this machine, you want your back pinned up against like the backrest, so you want to be seated as far back. I think I have the seat on 3 as far as I'm aware. And then the little thing that goes on your kind of, I suppose, the back of your calf is about midway down. And you're driving your heels into the back of your seat and like squeezing your hamstrings. This is my top set here. So for a top set, I'll be going for 8 to 10 reps. And then back off set, I'll be going about 12 to 15. So yeah, driving the heels back into the seat. And as Martin Roach told me, squeeze like fuck. I believe I was running 55 for 8 here, I want to say. This this is really, really beneficial, especially before my hip hinge, because going in, pulling like whatever your warm-ups are, 60, 100, 120, they just feel amazing. And I genuinely could not recommend doing hamstrings and adductors before any hip hinge. I was actually going to rack it or stop the set, but I knew I had another one in me, so I pushed through. I believe I got 9 there. I could be wrong. And coming into the set now that can either make or ruin my day. So, the hip hinge. I actually had some little dickhead swipe up to my... I posted the set on Instagram, and someone swiped up and said I was shouting a bit too loud. Now, that doesn't really bother me because, you know, you kind of get used to them kind of comments as you go on. But previously, I noticed the first time he messaged me was asking for a gym plan. It's actually mad, isn't it? Like, people just can be so two-faced, but you can't let that kind of stuff bother you, especially in this industry. So, as you can see there, 120 was moving very, very well, and I was very, very nervous going into this set. I apologise to the boys after as well for sounding like a bit of a dickhead, so I'm going to let this play through. And here's me apologising to the boys for sounding like a bit of a dickhead before that set. But here we have Alex Lawler, who's 16 years old, pulling 196 kilograms, which is absolutely mental. Jack's absolutely broke his back with that slap. So yeah, this is a phenomenal lift. So tops to you, Alex, man. That is class. Yeah, very impressive. So, into horizontal leg press. So, like I said in the previous video, this got switched over from a normal leg press. Just because me and Ryan think I could get a lot more out of this. So I sent over my previous set over to Ryan, and it turns out I had the seat too far back. So this is why I would always recommend to anyone, especially if you're new starting in the gym, record every single one of your sets and get a coach and just send them on to him, because it'll be the best thing you do, just so you can get the most out of your training. So yeah, keeping the eccentric as slow as possible here. Actually, I remember sending my set over to Ryan and I had about 3.5 plates on. Here I'm running 2 and a 5, and I even could have gone with 2 really. So that just goes to show how much of a difference like changing the adjustments of a machine can make in regards to weight and reps. So I think I got 11 reps here with 2 and a bit plates. So yeah, I will definitely take that, especially after deadlifts, because my CNS was pretty fried. So yeah, good overall set here. I'll run this again next week, hopefully get a rep up. I probably won't touch the weight here because yeah, fairly scented on this one. Very, very nice machine though. I really do enjoy training that machine. I just said training that machine, didn't I? I meant running that machine, like using it. You'd think after doing voiceovers for every videos, I'd manage to make a good job of it, but I managed to mess it up every time. So anyways, after that, into leg extensions. And to be honest with you, going into this set and going into the rest of the sets for the day, even the horizontal leg press, I was like mind-wise, I suppose like mentality-wise, I was in a good place. Just knowing that I've done as best as I could on that top set of SLDL, I was just kind of ready to go, and knowing what was expected from every set, like knowing what to do mentality wise going into the set, and just preparing myself for every set. Some lovely facials there, the usual. So yeah, strapping up here, I would definitely recommend that. And even if you have a belt, like a belt that you might deadlift with or squat with, wrap that around the seat. I actually don't have one. So wrap it around the seat and it'll actually keep you pinned back into the seat much more. That's something that I've seen a lot of people do, or a lot of kind of people higher up in the industry or whatever. Just to keep your back pinned to that machine. It'll just help a lot more, so you can't kind of get any cheat reps, I suppose. This is the best quad exercise in my opinion. You can just completely fatigue the quads and it just leaves them in bits for the rest of the day. Very good exercise. If you're not already, or if this already isn't in your plan, give it a go. And I know there's another leg extension machine in Extreme. I haven't actually yet to try that, but I'm really enjoying this at the moment. Okay, so and then the 2 exercises to finish off the day would be hip extensions and calf raises. I know it might look repetitive keep putting these exercises in the end of the videos, but this is a thing. This process is repetitive. I don't switch up very often. Like, I've been running this block for 22 weeks now, I want to say, and like, I don't miss exercises. I don't do that, do you know what I mean? So there's no point in me not putting in these exercises, because I want to show you guys this process. I don't, like, a lot of people think they see results going from A to B, but they don't see the process during what happens or how I got there or whatever. So like, this isn't kind of an overnight thing, I want to say. This is a repetitive process. This is a boring process for a lot of people, but I love it, you know? This is why I go to the gym, because I love it. There's no place I'd rather be. There's no process I'd prefer to be doing, you know? Like, some people might call it mad, eating the same meals every day, going into the gym, doing the same things every day. Some people might call it boring, but this is what I love about it. This is why I do it, because I love it. It's addicting. It's a process. It's knowing that the work I put in, the results I'll get back. It's me relying on me. I don't have to rely on anyone else. So that's the voiceover done for today. I hope you enjoyed that little motivational speech. I'll catch you boys in the next one.
Yo boys, what's going on? So that is the session done. Unreal session. To be honest, I felt a bit groggy at the end of it, but that is me coming into a D volume soon enough. So the plan now is, like I said, 4 weeks at maintenance, and then I'll have 2 weeks off. Well, I think it's 11 days, so around 2 weeks, a week and a half, of just completely off, because I'll be doing exams. So yeah, I got 156 for 6 kg. That is a lifetime PB. I won't deadlift now for another 4 weeks until this kind of D volume kind of rest stage is done with, just because I just know myself I won't be able to pull on, because yeah, CNS was fried today, and there's no point in going in next week trying to PR again. Like, you know, the body is only, I'm kind of trying to push out this kind of deload until the exams start, so there's no point in going crazy in there. So yeah, delighted with that. Couldn't be happier. And yeah, if you boys did enjoy the video, please do like, please do subscribe, and I'll catch you boys in the next one.